27号啊，在南非约翰内斯堡，在一个大型的赌场，看他们赌场内的一个这个动物的这个鸟类的表演。刚才已经开始了，那我现在也来得及开始。
Now her name is Amani, and as I mentioned, she's still a baby. Now can anyone guess what her weight is? Yes.
10 kilos, you have a lot of faith in our arm muscles.
Anyone else?
我不能说话呀。
Three. I'm just going to ask just to move up a seat for me. Sorry, sir. Just move up a seat for me. It is to keep her confident and not to make her scared.
Now Amani over here is
我想上前边去。
kilograms. Not a lot, right? More feathers than anything else. That's why it's so easy for us to carry her on our arms. Most birds are very lightweight in the weight department. The reason being is they have hollow bones to make it easier for flying. We, on the other hand, have solid bones, and we know we don't really get that far. Now, Amani is the female of her species. Seems like she might want to take a step down and show off those feathers. But she is very confident this morning, so we are very proud of her. Now, as I mentioned, she is the female of her species, so as she gets older, the pouch around her face and at her throat will turn a beautiful reddish color. And as she sexually matures, it will get purple splotches, where a fully grown male will only have a red pouch. Seems like she's having a good conversation over there with her trainer, showing off her playful side.
这个是个小崽
Quite
儿，
all right.
是小雏。
Now she has a very strong beak. As she gets older, she can actually use it to break open tortoise shells. They can also use it to kill snakes out in the wild. But we'll keep it short for a little lady. She's the wonderfully
冷不冷
Let's
今
give
天
her a last round of applause.
今天冷不冷啊？昨天30多度，今天10多度，还下了雨。小雨儿，
There's only
你看她
about
穿着好像冬天一样，
breeding pairs left.
这就是南非。
Does it sound like something interesting enough? They mate for life. The female will also only lay their first eggs when they reach the age of 7. Usually it will be 2 eggs, and when the chicks hatch, the stronger one will actually kill the weaker one in a term called siblicide. So Mani here serves as an ambassador for her species, but when she gets older, she will also be joining a breeding program. Now for our next lady joining us, I did hear her call, so it seems like she is ready. She'll be joining us out of that archway. She's a pearl nut vulture, and her name is Onyx. Let's give her a warm welcome. Now Onyx is going to come closer. Just going to ask for everyone to please remain seated at all times. And if you want to take photos, not to use the flash, as that does
下雨了。
irritate their eyes. Seems like the rain is getting a little bit more busy, so we'll see how Onyx handles it over there. Now Onyx is also an ambassador for her species, as she actually has a very sad background. She was found hanging upside down from a Muti market. For those that do not know what it is our illegal meat trade where people catch our local wildlife to be sold as pets or to be used for traditional medicine. Now, a member of public saved her and she went to Volpro, one of our largest vulture rehabilitation centers in South Africa. She went through quite an extensive rehab program and they realized unfortunately she can't be a candidate for release. Everyone joining us, I'm just going to ask you to take a seat as soon as possible as not to distract our birds. Now, as I said, she was at Volpro, but unfortunately they found out that she couldn't be released. If you look closely, you might notice the one wing is a little bit lower than the other one. The reason for that is she she has arthritis in her wings. So just like us, as we get older, it does get a little bit sore, the joints, so she can't fly long distances. You might have noticed Onyx is giving a call every now and again. That's just her way of saying, I am here. This is her territory, and to let all the birds in the surrounding area know that she's here. But we do know she's the star of the show. Seems like she agrees with all like nurseries around that area. So you might see one of these guys hanging from a palm nut tree and munching on those nuts. Now, Onyx also has amazing eyesight. If she was soaring up here in the air, she would be able to see an elephant-sized carcass all the way from Pretoria. That is why they always find the carcasses first before the other predators. But it's getting a little bit too wet for Onyx, so we're going to keep it short for the little lady. So let's give her a last round of applause. Now we'll bring out our last bird for short session as well. We'll also see how she handles this rain. She's also a baby. She was our previous baby. She turned just a year old. But whenever she's ready, she'll also join us out of that archway. And she's a spotted eagle owl named Gaia. There we go. Let's give her a big round of applause. Now Gaia is also going to come in nice and close so everyone can have a good look at her. Now the first thing you might notice about Gaia is she has beautiful yellow colored eyes. Now the eye color actually tells us when owls are active, as not owls are mainly active at night. So Gaia, having yellow eyes, they're active throughout the day. Then you get owls that have beautiful reddish-orange colored eyes. They're active at sunrise and sunset. And then you get owls that have pitch black eyes, and they're the main ones that are active at night. Also, if you look at her at the top of her head, you might notice there are some feathers sticking out. A lot of people think those are her ears, but it's actually feathers that help with camouflage. Now those feathers are called ear tufts. So what she will do is when she sits up in a tree, she will puff those straight up so she looks like a broken piece of bark. And with that beautiful mottled coloration, you won't notice her at all. Now, has anyone ever heard of the saying, you're as wise as an owl? A few of us, right? I wouldn't really say that's much of a compliment. Now, Gaia has very large eyes. It's so large, it takes up 80% of her skull cavity. So there's only about 20% left for the thinking department. I'm not trying to insult the lady, she's still an amazing huntress, but they are one of the more difficult birds to train, as they do get distracted very easily. Sorry little guy, just don't approach our birds when their backs are turned, they may get a fright because of that. Now if our eyes were the same size as Gaia's over there, it would be the size of oranges. I have a question for you guys. Can anyone tell me how far an owl can turn their head? All the way back? Yes? All the way around. So 360. Anyone else? So it seems like the main answer is 360 degrees, which is all the way around. Now that's physically impossible, because if that was the case, her head would pop right off her shoulders because nothing will be keeping it in place. Now the exact amount is 270 degrees in either direction. So almost all the way, but not quite. The reason for this is owls' eyes are fused into their sockets. so she can only see straight ahead of her. She can't move her eyes up and down, left to right like us, so she needs that extra bit of mobility to see what's happening around her. But the rain is worsening, so I think we're going to send her home before she gets soaked. But with Gaia, we also have come to the end of our short bird demo. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you've learned something new. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day here at the gardens. Thank you so much. Also, for those that are interested in, hopefully the
今天下雨了，下雨了，下雨了，别的表演就没有了。以前还有飞的，很多。下雨了，你看，下大了，下大了，雨下大了，这雨下大了，你看，雨下大了，雨下大了，好，这个就结束了。一会儿进到赌场里边，这个露露赌场啊，这个赌场好啊，这个赌场是最后建出来的一个啊，是最漂亮的赌场啊，最漂亮的赌场。好，今天到这了，谢谢朋友们，